Welcome back, everybody, to NGS Headline.
Hello, everyone. It's 9 p.m., so let's get started with NGS Headline. I'm the host of this show, Hiro Arai, the official NGS Navigator. Here to bring you the latest info on NGS. It is still hot, but hopefully, it will start to cool down now that we are in September. We're going to help you cool off by holding an NGS event that evokes that crisp fall feeling. That's coming up later in the broadcast, so be sure to stay tuned. Once again, this program is to inform players about the present and future of Sega's online RPG, PSO2 New Genesis, or NGS for short. With info on current operations, future updates, campaigns, and more. This is a pre-recorded broadcast. If you would like to watch it in Japanese, you can check it out on the Japanese NGS YouTube channel. Without further ado, let's move on to the updates you've all been waiting for.
NGS Hot Infomation.
Now, let's talk about the September updates, starting with this video. How was it? Let me walk you through the updates with some slides. Here is our first piece of info. The limited time event, Autumn 2023, will begin on September 6th. Autumn leaves will dance across the Aelio region, and Central City will be transformed into an Otsukimi, or moon viewing theme. Moon Gaze Rappy, Moon Gaze Emperor Rappy, and Moon Gaze Great Rappy will all be joining us for the event. So enjoy gazing up at the moon with our cute, feathered pals. Citra will be our navigator for this event, and has a happy coat with a rappy drawn on the back. There seem to have been issues with the supply chain due to aggressive enemies, so talk to Citra to help out. Items available in the Seasonal Points Exchange Shop include the stamp STP Noroshi Yummy, and items to change your vital gauge design. There will also be alternative color motion change items and portable holograms. You can also get scratch tickets to draw the Autumn 2023 Special Scratch. In addition, the Alsync weapon series will be available in all weapon categories for this season's event. As with the PSO2 11th anniversary event, weapons obtained from the exchange shop will have an enhancement level of plus 60 from the get-go, potentials unlocked up to level 6, and 5 slots worth of augments, so they'll be ready for battle right when you get them. The augment Seizun Autumn Fever 2023 is effective against seasonal enemies, so make good use of any weapons you have with it during this event. We'll also be holding ARC's records for the field race Drayson Plant Board Stage 1 solo during this same period, so be sure to take on that challenge as well. A limited time quest drill, Unidentified Region A32, will also be available alongside this event. This is a rapid saturation attack mission type quest, the same as Drill, Crisp Autumn, Aelio Defense, and other previously released quests. Compete for quest points that you can earn by delivering the final blow to enemies. Make good use of the crystalline ice that appears along the way and the trial Cold Photon Excitation, so you can snap up a ton of quest points at once. Completing this quest unlocks a limited time quest and a title task, so take on the challenge and snap up seasonal points, titles, and Autumn 2023 SP scratch tickets. The Autumn 2023 Special Scratch lineup includes new weapon camo and music discs, as well as portable holograms and other items. So don't miss this chance to snap up these items. Now let's take a look at the new AC Scratch ticket, Moonlight Sanctuary 2023. Bask in the moonlight with sexy Japanese-inspired outfits, maid dresses, and fantastic Haori coats. As for the scratch count bonus, there'll be alternative versions of the paper plane motion changes that are available as scratch ticket prizes. Starting September 13th, a limited time quest titled Drill Moonlight Invasion 2023 will be available. This is an update of a quest that was released last year where you will once again be able to enjoy co-op combat with those characters you've all missed. Enemy levels and rewards have been enhanced from last year's quest, so this is a quest you don't want to miss. We have also added a new limited time task and title task that can be unlocked by completing this quest. So be sure to snap up those seasonal points, titles, and Autumn 2023 SP scratch tickets. The ARC's records for this event are for Trainia, Slopestyle, for solo, and all classes. So be sure to join while you can. New items are coming to the SG Scratch Ticket Refined form September 2023. The popular suit jacket, suit slacks, Tight Jacket, and Suit and Skirt from PSO2 will now be available in NGS specs. And be sure to keep an eye out for the emote Overjoyed 2 in the scratch count bonus. Next up is the NGS Season 24 Mission Pass. In addition to mag forms, stamps, and accessories, the lineup also carries over valuable items like personal shop use 3 days and SG scratch ticket prize slips. Notable rewards include an accessory that looks like a minced unit from PSO2 as well as motion change color variations. Now's your chance to grab them. Also, although not shown in the video, there will be 2 changes to our SG scratch ticket policies, starting with the upcoming release of Refined Form September 2023. The first change concerns how we update the lineup. Up to now, we've been replacing all the SG scratch ticket prizes together about every 6 months. However, going forward, we'll switch to a format in which prizes are discontinued in order of those that have been in the lineup the longest. When the lineup is updated next, only the Volcanic Heart items released on February 15th will be discontinued. In addition, although some items from the Refined Form series were discontinued when the lineup was updated, going forward, all items in the Refined Form series will continue to be included in the lineup for a certain period of time, just like other items. The second change to our SG scratch ticket policies is the elimination of the stage bonus. We have received requests for the stage bonus to be eliminated because players want prizes that are not eligible for this bonus. After reviewing your requests, we have decided to discontinue the stage bonus. From now on, we will change the specification so that the rate for obtaining featured items does not increase. And now it's time for our next topic. After the end of scheduled maintenance on September 13th, 2023, we'll be releasing a collab with OSHI NO KO, an anime TV series that's generated tons of buzz with its shocking twists and turns. In the collab with the anime TV series OSHI NO KO, not only will there be a scratch ticket where you can get collab items, but there will also be a limited time login bonus coming as part of the collab. You can receive a visual poster of the anime, build parts based on the life-size cutouts of Ai, and more by logging into the game during the collab period. Next, I'm introducing the new AC scratch ticket, OSHI NO KO Style. In addition to Ai's costume and outfits that's been inspired by the uniforms of Yoto High School, where Aqua, Ruby, and Kana Arima attend, the scratch tickets lineup offers many collab items including avatar items such as hairstyles, accessories, etc. As for emotes, to name a few examples from many prizes, OSHI NO KO Ai's signature pose that recreates Ai's signature pose, OSHI NO KO Be as the Sign that recreates the dance for the featured song Be as the Sign, and communication items such as chat stamps that capture memorable scenes from the anime. Please look forward to them. Those are the updates for the first half of September. Moving on, we have the updates for the second half of the month, starting with this video. What did you think? Let me give you an overview of these updates with some slides. The limited time quest, Caldera Cleanup Op, launches on September 20th. The quest is set in Stia and can accommodate up to 24 players. The transport trucks used by supply unit Traspo have broken down again, and the swarm of enemies and boss enemies turned megalotics gathered there is getting larger and larger. Cover the transport trucks until they can be repaired, making good use of the falling lava bombs. Completing this quest will unlock limited time quests and title tasks, so take on the challenge and snap up seasonal points, titles, and Autumn 2023 SP scratch tickets. We'll also be holding ARC's records for the field race, North Alio Board, Stage 1, so come and take your shot at Racing Glory. Now it's time to download some info on the new AC scratch ticket, Cyber Comfort. In addition to unbuttoned overalls and a simple sci-fi dress, cast parts are also on the ticket. And be sure to check out the PR Pose 10 emote, which is super useful for taking screenshots. The scratch count bonuses feature alternate versions of the Psychic Ball motion changes, included in the scratch ticket prizes. Look sharp, ARCs! The limited time quest Drill Autumn Night Alio Defense 2023 is coming straight at us. This is an enhanced version of the quest released last year, with boosted enemy levels and rewards. This quest is a rapid saturation attack mission, so aim to max out your quest points with decisive blows to destroy enemies. Plus, completing this quest will unlock limited time quests and title tasks, so tackle the challenge to grab seasonal points, titles, and Autumn 2023 SP scratch tickets. ARC's records will be held for Trainia Vanishing Path 2, for solo, and all classes. Take up the gauntlet and give it a spin. Finally, although not shown in the video, SG Support Item Select will be released on September 27th. This will be the first time in NGS that a new support item select can be drawn using SG. You can get your hands on handy items for enhancement, including powerful augments like Gladius Soul S and Gigas Mast S, as well as preservation items that return the weapons and armor used as materials when there is an enhancing preset skills failure. Enhance your weapons and armor, and reach for even greater heights. That is all the update information I have for today. Moving on to the next segment. NGS Operation Report. For this segment, the NGS Operation Report, I, Hiro Arai, select questions and comments from players to bring to the development and live operation teams and bring you their answers. Here is the first one. It is inconvenient not to know how many support items you have when enhancing items. Here is our team's response. We are working on implementing a display to show the number of available support items when in the item lab in an October update. That was their answer. It would be useful to have a display showing the number of support items you have. We appreciate your patience until we can implement this. Let's move on to the next question. I would like to take screenshots with cel-shaded and non-cel-shaded characters together. Here is our team's response. We are working on a future update to allow different cel-shading settings for your character, other players' characters, and NPCs. We are also working on cell shading settings for each individual character, even for different characters on the same account. Please note that these settings will be moved from the options to the salon. Thank you for your patience in the meantime. That was their answer. Let's move on to the next question. Could you make it possible to reset the values shown on the DPS display? Here is our team's response. In a future update, we plan to add a chat command to reset the DPS display. That was their answer. Let's move on to the next question. It was previously announced that there were plans to add another effect level to the Generate add-on skill function. What will the lower limit be? Here is our team's response. Add-on skill 4, which is generated using a large number of Class EX cubes, will have a lower limit of 15, and add-on skill 5, which is generated using special new items, will have a lower limit of 20. That was their answer. Let's move on to the next question. Are there any plans to add new photon arts or techniques? Here is our team's response. There are no plans to add new photon arts or techniques in the foreseeable future. However, we are planning to implement a system that will modify the performance of existing photon arts and techniques. And with this system, we hope to offer a new combat experience. That was their answer. We hope everyone is excited to see what kind of system this will be. Those are all the questions and comments we have for you this time. Today, however, we would also like to report on the Creative Space survey that we have been conducting since June 21st. In this survey, we asked for your opinions and feedback on the ease of understanding, level of satisfaction, and expectations regarding Creative Space's features to use as feedback for future development and content releases. So now let's go through the results of this survey with the next slide. Please note that the results shown in the chart are the combined answers from domestic and global respondents. The first question was, what are you hoping for most from Creative Space? The most common response was enhanced placement and editing capabilities at 41%. That was followed by features around target markers for placement, selection, etc. And the third most popular answer was enhanced base, terrain, editing capabilities. The second question was, what are you hoping for most from the placement of build parts? The results were concentrated in two responses. 46% of respondents selected enhanced editing functions such as copy-paste, magnetic selection, and range selection, while 33% selected enhanced setting functions for movement and placement, as well as greater flexibility. For this next slide, I have a message from the dev team regarding future plans. We are planning to add the features that received the most votes for the first and second questions, enhanced editing capabilities and adjustment of the position of already placed build parts. Furthermore, we are going to release versatile small shapes and shapes with reflections to allow for greater flexibility. That was from the dev team. The following question was, what are you hoping for most from the available build parts? The top responses were environmental objects such as magma, water, snow, cover, etc. at 31%, and parts and functions for placing NPCs, sub-characters, etc. at 17%, while 15% chose animals, environmental creatures, and other living things. I also have another message from the dev team to share with you regarding this as well. We are considering releasing build parts for natural environments such as light and water. We also plan to add environmental creatures along with some additional themes. That was from the dev team. The last question was, what are you hoping for most from the search and tagging functions for other users' spaces? 32% of respondents selected more functions such as rating and liking. 25% chose settings such as registering favorites, group registration, etc. And 19% chose enhanced search functions such as tagging, fuzzy search, exclusion settings, etc. Here is the dev team's take on this. We are considering a system to allow players to rate the creative spaces they visit. We also plan to add more ways to move to creative spaces from other screens, such as through the friend list. That was their comment. Furthermore, I'd like to introduce some of the future plans shared by the dev team. Regarding materials, we will continue to release various items going forward, such as European-style materials, neon shining materials, and more, which have been requested by many players. As for play parts, we are also considering weapon holograms and other items that were popular in PSO2. That was what they had to say. We'd like to thank everyone again for their cooperation in this survey. We received a lot of feedback and insight about creative space, as well as very helpful information on what needs to be improved going forward. We will continue to add new materials and improve features based on your feedback, so keep an eye out for future updates. Please also let us know your thoughts about this show and the game with the hashtag NGS Headline on X, formerly Twitter, and other platforms. Moving on to the next segment.
NGS Satellite Infomation.
Now, let's move on from updates and talk about some other NGS-related info. I'm sure it will get you even more pumped to play NGS. Let's get started. Here are the campaigns for September. Beginning September 6th, we'll be holding the Gear Up Your Class special campaign to support players in training up specific classes. For Part 1, there will be a limited time task that you can accomplish by training up 3 classes: Fighter, Gunner, and Tector. By training an eligible class to the target level, or by defeating the enemy, you can earn a commemorative training plaque that can be displayed in Creative Space. And if you train up all 3 classes, we've got a fantastic completion reward waiting for you. You can also get your hands on enhanced Hextra series weapons, support items, and item enhancement boosts. This is a great opportunity to try a class you've never played before. For other classes not covered this time, we have similar campaigns coming soon, so stay tuned. Let's move on to the next segment, starting with this video. popular collab project in Japan has landed in the US for the first time. This is the first time that a collab project familiar to ARCS in Japan will make its way to American shores. NGS and Marukai, Tokyo Central and Maine have teamed up to launch collab merch items. We'll have two kinds of items, t-shirts with cool designs and handy bath towels. T-shirts come in 3 designs and are $35.49 each. They'll be available in 3 sizes, medium, large, and extra large. Bath towels come in 2 designs and are also $35.49 each. An item code will also be included as a purchase bonus. There will be 2 sets of in-game items available. One set is included with each product purchase, and sets are distributed among the products at random. Whatever you buy, you'll get a set. For details on the contents of each set, please visit the Marukai Tokyo Central website. These merch items will be available at the stores listed on the slide starting Thursday, November 23rd. Quantities will be limited, so don't miss out. Here is some information on a new collab. We're happy to announce a collaboration between NGS and Spriggan. A gem of science fiction that took the world by storm in the 90s. The collaboration will include the armored muscle suit used by the main character, Yu Ominae, an orichalcum knife, avatar items modeled after Jean Jacquemin's costume, and build parts modeled after the O parts that appeared in the story. Here is a brief introduction to Spriggan. Spriggan is a work of science fiction written by Hiroshi Takashige and drawn by Ryoji Minagawa. There are more than 10 million copies of the original comics in print, and the anime available on Netflix is currently on a broadcast run that began in July 2023. A great civilization once existed on this earth. The legacy of an ancient people who possessed knowledge and scientific capabilities beyond that of modern times is said to still be lying dormant in various parts of the world, unexplored. As high-speed communications networks cover the globe and the peering eyes of satellites are able to expose all secrets, the armies of great nations clash as they seek to uncover and research these artifacts, which possess an unfathomable power. A member of this ancient civilization carved a message into a plate: protect our relics from evildoers. Taking this message to heart, one organization aims to seal away this ancient civilization for good. The elite secret agents of this organization are known as Spriggans, and that is the start of the story. This legendary comic that took the 90s by storm is brought to life through 2D art and 3D CG. Experience the rebirth of this iconic action adventure after 30 years, filled with extreme action and ancient romance. Keep an eye out for further updates. That's all for this episode of NGS Headline. Please share your thoughts and feedback on this program and the game using the hashtag NGS Headline. Together, we can make NGS an even more fantastic game. As a representative of the users, I will continue to work with the development team to make NGS a more enjoyable game for everyone. And I look forward to your continued support. The next episode of NGS Headline will be on Tuesday, September 26th. We'll focus on the updates coming in October. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Now then, ARCS, I'll see you again in the next NGS Headline.
Thanks for watching here on Tuesday night. I'll see you on next NGS Headline. Bye-bye.